Hi guys, welcome back to Axis and Allies, the Garrison. This is Detroit coming to you again from the bunker here in Rochelle Park, New Jersey. So now it's my turn to go with the USA and China as well. Okay, what can I say, guys? The Chinese, no good. They have, somebody mentioned in one of the chats that I think the Chinese may have the yellow fever because they're just not coming through for us. By this point of the in time in the game, in round 3, the Chinese usually have inflicted damage to the Japanese Air Force, but for some reason it's just not happening for the Chinese. So hey, it is what it is. Lady Luck, you know, is like that. Sometimes she doesn't smile, but then other times she does smile. So I guess I'm just gonna have to wait until she smiles at me again. So sit tight, enjoy the show, and we'll start the USA's turn. And shortly afterwards, we'll go ahead with the Chinese. All right, guys, this is the current ground situation for the Chinese. The Chinese right now have only one infantry division in Quanzhou and another one in Shanxi. As I said before, the Chinese have been diced, okay, but they will get a chance to place and to recruit and place some new provincial forces that they're recruiting. All right, so it is the USA's turn. What am I going to purchase? All right, so the US has a starting income of 52 IPCs. I'm going to go ahead and roll. I'm going to be rolling for my technology. Whatever comes out here is what I'm going to be paying. I believe, according to the Sire Blood BAF rules, okay, if I roll a 6, I get a free technology. All right, so not that I automatically go on to the next stage, which means that I have my technology ready to go. Let's see what I get. I got, wow, a 6. Lady Luck, guys, has smiled at me, as I was saying before. That's great. So I get my technology, and I don't get to develop, pay for anything here. Okay, I don't get to pay. So I get a free technology, advancement. That's what it is. All right, so then my 52 IPCs that I do have. Let me see. My purchase obviously is going to be altered a little bit here. So then I'm going to be purchasing one naval transport and artillery and one infantry here. Okay, so that's 14 IPCs that I have. Doing the math, I have a carrier and a fighter, which is 26. What is it? 14 plus 26 is equal to 54. All right, that won't fly. So let me see, 14. I'm doing the math, guys. I apologize. 14 plus 26 is equal to 40. That means I have 12 IPCs left, which I'm going to then be buying 12. I'm going to be buying 4 additional infantry. So I'm going to be buying 2 more infantries with the USA. All right, so that's a total of 52 IPCs. Once again, 1 naval transport, an artillery, 5 infantry units, okay, 1 fighter, and 1 carrier for the USA. So let's go into my non-combat movements. Obviously, I'm still out of war, so I'm not making any attacks. I'm going to go straight into non-combat. So I got 3 naval transports. They're going to be loaded with 2 infantry, 2 mech infantry, and 1 artillery piece. They're going to be sailing away to Hawaii. Okay, so these guys are coming over. I'll be positioning them here now. All right. I have 1 naval transport that is coming back from C-Zone 26 and into C-Zone 10. All right, I believe this is C-Zone 10. Yes, C-Zone 10. Okay, the carrier in C-Zone 10 is going to go to C-Zone 26 and it's going to link up with the fleet here. All right. So the 2 fighters in Hawaii are going to take off and they're going to land on the carrier, by the way. There we go. Now, I got a bomber here in Hawaii. It's going to be loaded with 2 infantry. It's going to take off. It's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. It'll land in the Philippines and unload its cargo of 2 infantry divisions. The bomber in the Philippines takes off 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and lands in Hawaii instead. All right, there we go. All right, so now I have a naval transport in C-Zone 11. It's going to sail into C-Zone 10. Okay, the submarine in C-Zone 11 is going to link up with the fleet in C-Zone 26. All right, and let's see. Up in the central USA, I have a bomber. It's going to pick up the two infantry divisions. It's going to fly off 1 into California, movement of 1. C-Zone 10 is 2, 3, 4, and 5. It'll land in the Hawaiian Islands. Okay. Let me move this stuff. All right, let's go into C-Zone 45. What am I going to do with my task force in C-Zone 45? All right, I'm going to put in my destroyer is going to go into C-Zone 35. There you go. Now my submarine in C-Zone 45, you know, my submarine is going to stay there. I like where it's at there right now. All right, so my submarine in C-Zone, yeah, it'll stay there, folks. All right, so I think that's it for my non-combat movements. I don't see anything else on the board for me to do, or any further additional moves. I'm gonna go ahead now and place my combat, actually my newly purchased units, which I have here. Okay, so now how best to do this? Obviously my carrier is going to go and be placed in C-Zone 10, right? I'm going to place, let me see, okay. I'm going to place my fighter in Western USA. That's 2 placements already. Okay, and 1 infantry unit in Western USA as well. This is a minor industrial complex, so I can only produce 3 at a time. All right, so now I'm going to take these 3 units, I'm going to take them to the eastern seaboard of the United States, and I will be placing them here. There we go. All right, now the remaining 3 infantry units I'll be placing in central USA. All right, so let's do the recap of what I have in each territory. Okay, Western USA, I have 2 mech infantry, 1 infantry, 1 fighter, and a total of 4 AAAs. C-Zone number 10, I have 2 naval transports and 1 carrier. Okay, C-Zone 26, I have 3 naval transports, 2 submarines, 2 destroyers, 2 cruisers, 1 battleship, 3 carriers with their complement of 5 fighters and 1 tactical bomber. Okay, in the Hawaiian Islands, I have 6 regular infantry, okay, 3 mechanized infantry, no correction, 2 mechanized infantry, 2 artillery, okay, divisions, and 1 armored division, along with 2 bombers. Okay, in the Philippines, I have 6 infantry, 1 fighter, and 1 bomber. C-Zone 35, 1 destroyer. C-Zone 45, 1 submarine. Let's go over to the eastern seaboard. What do I have? Sea Zone 101, a destroyer. Sea Zone 89, a cruiser. Sea Zone 101, by the way, I also have a transport, okay? And Eastern USA, I have 1 artillery and 1 infantry division. Central USA, 3 infantry divisions. And I think that's it for my recap with as far as my units are concerned, territorially speaking. That's about it. The USA still is getting 52 IPCs for, according to my income tracker here, 52 IPCs is what the USA is getting. I have neither gained nor lost because I'm not at war. Right, I don't see anything else for the USA. I don't think I'm forgetting anything here. I rolled a 6. By the way, I apologize for not showing the roll that I should have. I keep them panning out every time I roll for some reason. I got to discipline myself and work in that area. All right, so it's China's turn. The Chinese will be purchasing 5 infantry with 15 IPCs that they have. Okay. Non-combat movements for the Chinese because I'm not going to attack anybody. China is in no position to attack anyone. So, I'm going to... The single infantry division in Shenzi will move into northwest China, which is the province of Jiangsu. Okay. And I will go ahead with the placement of my units. I will then place 4, and 5. So, to recap what the Chinese have a total of 7 infantry divisions in Jiangsu. All right, with a total IPC count of 6. Right? So, the Chinese will be collecting 6 IPC. I do not get a national objective because the Japanese were successful in taking Yunnan, effectively taking the Burma Road out of commission, which is a national objective for China. Hence, I only will be collecting this round for the Chinese turn, a total of 6 IPCs. All right, guys. That's it for my moves with both the USA and China. We'll be back shortly. Actually, that's about it. Yeah, I'm done. So now it is Corporal's turn. It is the United Kingdom's turn, and we shall see how he responds to the pressure that Corporal now is starting to feel in Southeast Asia and India. Now that his armies are feeling pressure and are somewhat limited into what they can actually do. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this episode, and until next time. And as always, don't forget to bunker down and play. All right, guys, a couple of corrections I have to make. I was just speaking over the phone with Corporal 24, and he pointed out that me rolling a 6 for my technology only means that I do get my technology in advance, but that I have to pay 6 IPCs. It's not a freebie. The U.S. now officially has this tech. You folks do not know what it is. My opponents do not know what the tech is, but I officially have it. Which means then that I have it, but I'm not at war. So it's a good and bad, it's good, but it's a limited good for the U.S. at this point in time. However, having said that, since I now have a 6, I got to pay up total IPCs of 6 IPCs to the bank, which means then I'm going to have to return some of my purchases that I made because I did over purchase then, which means then that I'm going to remove 2 chips from Central USA. okay, in order to be able to pay for the 6 IPC charge that I just got, all right, that I just incurred. Also, I forgot to mention, it's the end of turn 3. The U.S. is now officially at war. So G.I. Joe and the Axis powers, I declare war. Okay, the U.S. now is officially at war, which means then that I get to collect my national objectives of a total of 20 IPCs, which brings me up to 77 IPCs that the U.S. is collecting. So I know I had said previously that the U.S. only gets 52. No, because now I'm at war, and because I'm at war, now I get to get my national objectives, which brings me up to 77 IPCs. All right, guys, I needed to make that correction and bring it up to your attention. All right. Corporal 24, you're next.